Hello, hello. I'm back. Surely this recent string of consistency, don't time, will continue going. But last time I wrapped up the summoner quests, and that was about it. This I then said that the next time I would do the Monster Hunter quests, and I want to say it was between the Tales of Louisoix and the Tales of Newfound Adventure. There it is. I decided against that for a small handful of reasons. But the current plan for today is to go through the Monster Hunter Colab, all of it. And then, depending on how long that takes, I'm going to go through both the Mamool Ja and Pelupelu Allied Society quests that I've had unlocked for a couple months now and just haven't streamed. So I just haven't been doing them because... and then I will unlock the... I closed the tab. The Yakoi? I've forgotten how to pronounce it, unfortunately. But I'll be unlocking theirs as well. That way I have all of them unlocked and I can work on them again and forget to stream that for who knows how long. And that should bring me out to, like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours at most. Which roughly lines up with when I have to be starting to get ready for bed. So. But without any further ado, oh boy, oh boy. Well, if it isn't our intel, tell me, do you have a moment? Animal carcasses have been turning up one after the other, one after the other over in Shaloni, and we've yet to figure out why. We are preparing to launch an investigation, but then we received this. Wow, there's a cat. A distinctive style to be sure, but it is undoubtedly a mark bill, no less peculiar than the client who delivered it, either. Too small for a Hetsaro, yet too furry to be a Lullafell. Whatever distant land they hail from, I doubt I've ever heard of it. I feel like I've seen a bill like this before. So you've handled a request like this previously, I'll be damned. Lately, there have been sightings of a large beast roaming the plains, which we believe is responsible for the rash of carcasses. From what I've heard, it bears a striking resemblance to the creature depicted on this bill. To be frank, we'd all rest easier if the one who helped fell Velagarmanda were the one to take this on. Would you lend us your strength? I was yearning for a good hunt. Oh, I have a feeling it'll be one to remember. Now, the client should have all of the details you need to get started. No doubt, they've been eagerly awaiting a skilled hunter to take on this task. They should be hanging around the tavern in... Fusata, Hawaii? I expect you'll have no trouble finding them. The client appears to be of a race not from these parts. You'll find them soon enough if you look around the tavern of Husatawi. I hope I'm in the ballpark. You know, my confidence is non-existent. Anyway. Ah, I see. Ah, fuck, what are they called? Is it like Dravanian grapes or something? Chocobo color calculator. Blue calculate. Ogamoro berries. That's a lot of fucking Ogamoro berries. Damn. That is a cool fucking mount though. I might add it to my rotation. It's probably gonna depend how it looks when it's flying. Although, what would I drop for it? Questions. They can speak, right? Like, they have a language, which means the Warrior of Light should be able to understand their language. I've forgotten how it worked in the first crossover event. We can understand them, beautiful. Yes, I'm the Feline who put out the bounty on the monster. Are you a hunter? Of a sort. Don't you mean mouse meowster? When the mood strikes me. Yippee! An adventurer hunter at long last. You'll aid me in this hunt then, won't you? Wonderful. You don't seem to have a grand hub for hunters in this land, so I was beginning to lose hope I'd find anyone. I'd better begin by telling you how I arrived here. It relates to our mark, you understand. Did this monster tear holes in reality? The mark in question, none other than Guardian Arkveld. The creature normally resides in the Forbidden Lands. My comrades and I were in the midst of investigating its territory when... Fucking... A spider-like thing appeared, as if out of nowhere. Before we could make heads or tails of what it was, a cocoon nearby burst open, and from it emerged a newborn Arkveld. The two then began to clash in a fierce battle for supremacy. As the battle came to a head, the mysterious invader created a ring glowing with light. Before we knew it, the Guardian had disappeared without a trace. And then, all before me turned white. When I came to, I found myself in this land of Tural. Oddly enough, the invader spoke just moments before the flash. I think it said, Program Loop Upgrade. I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it has to do with why I'm here. I was searching for a way home with my companion, when I learned that a Guardian Arkveld was wreaking havoc nearby. I thought it best that I recruit a hunter to take it down before it could bring ruin to the wilds. I have questions. Now that you're up to speed, I'd say we better get started. They will never be addressed. If they are addressed, it will be with a, it's not canon, bro, who cares? How? Omega's like a toy right now. This canonically would be taking place well after the Omega raids. For a few reasons. How? Are there multiple Omega units? Like, that's probably like the only good explanation, is that there are a couple batches of Omegas still running around the cosmos. Are Omicrons canon to Monster Hunter Wilds? Are there Omicrons somewhere out in Monster Hunter Wilds? Is this going to be a plot point in the next Mon-Hun game? The fucking Omicrons invade? I'm sure this goes without saying, but when tracking prey, it's important to know what signs to look for. Every creature leaves its own unique trail. Guardian Arkveld's most distinctive traits are its white coat and scales, as well as the chain-like tendrils on its forelimbs, which it can extend and retract at will to bind its prey, if it doesn't slice you to pieces first. Whatever ground the beast treads, it's certain to leave behind marks from dragging its tendrils. From what I've heard, it was sighted in an area north of here called Yawatanane. Let's see if we can't find signs of its passage. I'm regretfully unfamiliar with the monsters in these parts, so I hope you don't mind taking the lead in our search. Would you want to hop in my car? I noticed there are quite a few people in this town carrying curious weapons. I took such folk for hunters at first, but it turns out they're members of a group that catches folks up to no good. The Dusk Watch, or Dust Watch, I think they're called. The hunters of my land are no strangers to capturing their quarry either. You know, we use shock or pitfall traps to immobilize a beast, and then unleash a barrage of trink bombs to put them to sleep. I happen to be an expert at laying traps, so I'd be happy to put my talents to use should any fugitives cross our path. I'm something of a gunslinger myself. Rathalos, you can be the mount of choice for the moment being. A heap of withered weeds bears an unmistakable resemblance to the plant matter found on tumbleclaws native to the region. I gather these dried weeds were left behind by a monster that uses them to camouflage itself. They certainly bear no connection to Arkveld. In the Forbidden Lands, there are creatures called Mimiphaita that also mimic flowers to hide from predators. I remember this one time, some hunters disguised themselves with headwear in the spitting image of Mimiphaita. I'm not pulling your tail when I tell you it was impossible to distinguish them from the real thing. In any case, I don't see signs of Arkveld here, but let's keep looking. Is that the old one, or is that a new one? That is the old one. Cool, cool. As I understand it, sandstorms sometimes sweep across these plains. Is that right? The Forbidden Lands similarly have a tumultuous climate, the environment shifting greatly with the change of seasons. In that fallow period, the land grows barren, so monsters fight over what limited food they can find, and come the intense weather conditions of the inclemency period, apex predators begin to emerge, making it a very precarious time. But after that comes the period of plenty, when flora and fauna flourish in abundance. No matter the season, there's always something new to discover, bringing fresh excitement with each expedition. Does Wilds have a seasons mechanic? A pungent, sticky substance adheres to these clumps of yellow hair. Judging by the local fauna, these are likely the remains of a sunbeard gorged upon by a glassland's worm. Grassland. Not sure what left this behind, but Arkveld has white fur, not yellow. Come to think of it, all guardians have a white coat. Even the guardian variant of Rathalos, Crimson King of the Skies, is clad in white. At least that's what I've heard. But that is neither here nor there. We should get back to our survey. Flying Bopoto. How am I just now realizing that? What a beautiful creature. The markings in the ground suggest something massive was dragged across it, with armor-like scales strewn about the area. Those scales, I'm certain they came from Guardian Arkveld. To think it came so close to a settlement. Thankfully, it turned away, but there's nothing stopping it from coming back. We need to find its lair before anyone gets hurt. With everything we found, I believe we have what we need to locate our prey. If we are to give proper chase, we should call on my comrades resting back in town. Could I trouble you to gather a few samples before we go? So I noticed that I still had the first time tag, which means I was streaming probably the entire time through the summoner quests with first time on, and also New Game Plus, which I find deeply entertaining. My feathered friend here is called a Psycrete. Not only does it make for a reliable mount, it can also carry all the essentials for a hunt thanks to its sturdy build. And that's not all, it can even memorize a monster's scent and track it down. Cool. Try letting it smell what you gathered. Here I am thinking I pay close attention to that kind of minutia, and yet looks like it picked up the scent. Now it can guide us to Arkveld. There's no time to waste. If you would mount the Psycrete and scout out the location of our mark, I'll see to preparations for the hunt. Here, take this link pearl contraption. Manage to barter for it after exchanging a few things with a traveling merchant. With this, we should be able to stay in contact, even when we're apart. How many link pearls does the Warrior of Light potentially have at this point? Now then, you need only trust in the Psycrete to guide you. I'm sure you'll find Arkveld in no time. Like, at a certain point, the Warrior of Light's is just going to be fully bedazzled in pearls. Let's go, friend. The Psycrete grunts cheerfully. It seems eager for you to climb onto its back. Hello, are you there? Oh good, I can hear you. This link pearl is a true gem. Though Arkveld lay dormant within its cocoon for a long time, guardians are said to awaken when they sense a powerful presence nearby. It may have turned back after approaching the settlement because something even stronger drew its attention. The stormy dome in the distance marks a land dominated by fierce lightning storms, right? I sure hope that's not where Arkveld was headed. I don't think it could get inside, so I think they're fine. Like, I'm pretty sure it would literally cook itself on that shell, regardless of what it is. No! The Petrodon is dead. What? You found the remains of a monster. Quick. Examine the corpse and see if there are any signs it was preyed upon. You know, I probably should have toggled mount music back on. Okay, those are meant to be scales, I see. The beast has breathed its last. You see no bite marks on its body, suggesting that the creature may not have been attacked as an act of predation. I'd expect as much from a guardian. You see, unlike your average monster, they have no need to eat their prey. What? I think Arkveld may be fixated on the energies in this place, and felling any other monsters that get in its way. It doesn't need sustenance to survive? It's all rather complicated, but in short, guardians do not possess an organ for digestion. That's why they never attack out of a desire to feed. Okay, but how do they live? Are they like moths? And like... when they're born, they just have like a tank of gas and that's all they get? This is your time, this is your only chance to breed, do it before you fucking starve to death? Well, that can't be true of all moths. No, because what? I swear I heard that from somewhere. Anyway. What? That sounds like a turf war. Clearly Arkveld's been on edge since it arrived here. I bet it's slashing out at anything it deems a threat. At this rate, it's going to throw the whole ecosystem out of balance. We have to stop it. But how? Oh, I got it. Try taking out a pod from the pouch on the Psycrete. You'll know you found the right one if it makes your nose wrinkle. It's called a dung pod, and as you've undoubtedly noticed, it possesses a frightfully fetid smell. Whether it's a single monster or even a horde, a well-positioned throw would send even the most rabid beasts packing. It has no effect on guardians, but the scent should be unbearable for whatever Arkveld's fighting. Throw it with everything you've got. Why couldn't that have been the mount? That thing's rad as fuck. This is pretty good too, but point stands. Arkveld fled as well. Perhaps perceived you too as a threat. Returned to its den to recover its strength. Well, I'm sure you'd love to give chase. I'd like to regroup first. Stay put for just a moment. I'll be there in 2 shakes of a Rathalos's tail. I'm just gonna... Oh shit, where is it? I think it's in my audio menu. Yeah. Toggle that back on. Stop. Judging by the Sacred's gallant posturing, it's eager to resume the hunt. Had that turf war continued, it may have reached nearby settlements. Thank goodness the dung pod worked as well as it did. Arkveld's lair appears to be further ahead. I expect it's recuperating from its battle and won't be emerging anytime soon. While you were searching for the Guardian, I took it upon myself to put together a camping kit. Let's set up shop near Arkveld's lair and prepare for the grueling hunt before us. Oh, here it is. Just gonna grab a real quick screenshot. Yeah. That'll do. And then maybe the scene will change later. Or I'll get a really good chance to get a shot of the Archveld itself. The Psycrete is on alert, ready to act at a moment's notice. Come, make yourself at home. No need to worry about any pesky monsters. I've already checked the area and we're perfectly safe. First things first, we feast. One should never hunt on an empty stomach, as we hunters say. I managed to gather everything we need to have ourselves a barbecue, so let's get to grilling. Where's my quick time event? What the fuck? That's amazing. Yep. That's pretty great. How does that look when a fucking Lalafell does it? Delicious. Now, with your appetite sated and spirit soaring, I bet you could take on even the mightiest of monsters. Here, take these mega potions as well. They'll come in handy during the hunt. They're a special blend of the potions distributed by the Hunters Guild, mixed with fresh honey harvested by yours truly. Thankfully, we were in a period of plenty just before I was transported here. With that, I think you're all set. Allow me to formally make my request. Please hunt Guardian Archveld and protect the life on these plains. Wahoo! Yep, I've done Rathlos before. I know how this works. Oh, hey, friend. I'm gonna queue up. This is probably gonna take a hot minute. Archveld is a formidable monster, but so long as you keep heart, I know you'll prevail. This is a very pretty area. I guess this is a pretty good time. So I saw the fucking patch notes from the live letter. I cannot believe they're finally doing it. Uncapped glamour restrictions. You can glamour anything from any class, on any role, on anything, on anyone, weapons excluded, is fucking bonkers. Mind you, I've been saying they should do that forever. But like it makes me wonder how long they've been working on that. That is such a beautifully good step in the right direction. and probably the only leg up that Final Fantasy has over Guild Wars in terms of glamour. Guild Wars still wins by a wide margin, but now 14 has something over them, right? Oh. But no, like, that's like all of my glamours though that are like going to get at least a light rework. Probably literally every single one. Maybe not Dark Knight, although the headpiece, there might be a couple options there. Gunbreaker's gonna get a rework at the very least in the boots. Maybe the gloves. Paladin's probably not changing. Monk's probably gonna get a shake up. Summoner's pretty perfect actually. I'm pretty happy with Summoner. Dragoon, maybe not. Bard is not gonna change at all. This is like in my mind, maybe I'll find different gloves for Bard, but I doubt Ninja's gonna change. Reaper might change. White Mage probably won't change. Warrior probably won't change. Red Mage will be a complete rework. Because like all of the best stuff for Red Mage, all of the things that look good and make sense for Red Mage are in aiming. With like a teeny insy bitsy tiny block of exceptions. Everything casting is for fucking Black Mage. Black Mage or some other nondescript, I guess they're a magic user class. Hang on, I'm gonna go to Old Charlian. Because teleporting anywhere is going to be expensive, and I don't want to be in the second most busy hub in the game. Or third even. I'm a little shocked we're waiting on tanks and not healers. Headpiece. Thaumaturge. Like, I don't really know what job this kind of casting headpiece is meant to fit for. Because it's not... Oh, that was fast. It's not Red Mage, because Red Mage is like three Musketeers full of shit. It's not Black Mage, because it's not a pointy hat that... What do you mean? What do you mean? Whatever. It's not Black Mage, because like Black Mage has a funny big hat. And it's like short eye patch. It's not Summoner, because Summoner has a horn. Or like a horn motif. That's all the casters. So it's like, huh? Oh, it's not Pictomancer. I guess it could be Pictomancer, but like those kinds of casting headpieces predate Pictomancer. So, oh, it's because my hat's not showing. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I'm excited to floor tank. I'm gonna die a lot. Garen goddamn to it. Let's hit the... Where's my new button? Let's hit the new button. Oh my god! Ow. That hurt. Not again! I appreciate the all good. Oh, well... Oh no. Let me just use a potion real quick. It's in! How many bone stacks can I collect? Wait, did I just get healing? I can be healed? Maybe it's like, it's probably after the ASC in transition, actually. That's how the Arathos work. Oh no. Oh, I panic. We're at 4 stacks. I'm very excited. I don't know how I'm not bottom of fucking damage. I'm very scared. I only picked Viper because it's the thematic option. It has nothing to do with like how good I am at it. I see. Where's the... I don't have any mitigation. This is going to be the transition where after which we can't get healed anymore. Yep. Healer us on! We're good. Wait, I'm still getting healing? Oh. How am I supposed to know? What's to tell? Fucker. Could have played Summoner. Summoner's like the brain dead easy class. Oh, it's coming in now. Ooh, that's cool. Uh-oh. Is there a ripple back in? No. Ah! And yet, I'm not dead. time I won't eat the AoE that gets me killed. You can see that. You know what? We haven't gotten close to a wipe. I'm doing it. Sure, I've died, but like, the entire party hasn't gotten wiped yet. He says, seconds away from dying. This is the part where someone in chat goes, "You fucking idiot, he's gonna do a fucking tank buster. We need tank LB3 to survive." Well, I'm dead. Somehow, not dead yet. It is a Christmas miracle. I was that way! Bullshit. That was fun. I look forward to getting that in roulettes. Still wish we could get it as a mount, but hail. Ooh, 2 scales. You can walk on him. That's cool. A successful hunt. Well done, my friend. Player comm goes to healer. In only 49 minutes. You got plenty of time to do those society quests. You did it! You defeated Darkbell. Now these planes will know peace once more. It's thanks to you that I even knew of this threat in the first place. Oh, stop it. You'll make me blush. It was nothing, really. I'm just thankful you have a hunting association in this land, too. Well, where I'm from, the moment you issue a request, you'll have a swarm of hunters on your doorstep, itching to carry it out. The quest counter is always bustling as a result. Ah, I suppose I'd better find a way back to the Forbidden Lands soon, and yet... It's not every day that you get spirited away to a vast continent like this, you know. I'd like to see the sights and speak with the people. I'll find a way back in the course of that, I'm sure of it. I wouldn't mind learning more about the myriad monsters and resources here either. I'll see where the winds take me and fill out my field guide as I go along. Who knows? But by the time I make it home, I may have filled the whole thing. Do you think I'd be a worthy adventurer by then? We ought to inform the Dawn Hunt folk in Yolal that we've succeeded in our hunt. The Sacred gazes at the surroundings with interest. Oh, you know what? Oh god, I still have all the new Hildebrand shit to do too. Not on stream. One day on stream, but not on stream. Maybe I'll save it until then. Hildebrand is so fucking long though, dude. Ah, so the hunt was a success. Well done indeed. Perhaps now life can return to normal for the fauna of Shaloni. By the way, we carved some scales from Arkveld's hide. Would you be able to craft anything with them? It'd be an awful waste to leave them as only a souvenir. Well now, this is a rare find. If you speak with the smithy here, I'm sure he could fashion armor with it, or at the very least, exchange it for other wares. Be sure to drop by again should you find any other noteworthy materials. What brings you here, my friend? Already finished feeding? My, would you look at that? It seems they've grown fond of you. If you're not opposed, why not take them along with you on your adventures? I'll add them to my stables, sure, why not? The music's pretty good. Yippee! You couldn't ask for a better companion. With that settled, I believe it's time I was getting on with my own adventure. Thanks for everything, Arentel. May we meet again someday. Wahoo! There's no way that I can use that stool to like play that cutscene. That would be fucking insane. Anyway. Mount acquired. Smithy. Guardian Arkveld. Oh, I see. I kind of wish I could preview the, what's it called? Damn, I kind of wish I could preview the striking dummy, but anyway, let's check out the glam pieces. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm still good. Honestly, I don't hate it. Yeah, not a fan. Honestly, not bad. I think I prefer the female one for the embraces though. Maybe on like machinist. It depends how it dies. Pants, skirt, boots, slightly better boots. Yeah, there's the paintings. Honestly, not sure what I want to spend my scales on. Not sure. I'll figure it out later. I'm guessing these are drops from the extreme trial. Actually, that is kind of cool. Looks like the head. Wouldn't use it, but... Oh, okay. The axe is pretty nifty. Great sword's okay. Okay, the scythe is rad as hell. I'd love to have the scythe, actually. Nope, 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 stop yourself. Immediately. Kind of hit or miss. Not bad. What does this gun look like? Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm into it. Anyway, well, that's taken care of. I suppose... I'm not even an hour in, so I guess I'll just go unlock the Yakwoi first. They were in Urkopatra, I believe. I'm going to assume it'll be somewhere around Warlord's Echo. Probably you? Well met, Arntel. I'm honored that you would return to speak with me again. Would you tell me more of your life as an adventurer? You could say I'm a jack of all trades. I see, so you travel far and wide, aiding others in myriad ways, and in so doing earn your keep. I know someone that might benefit from such assistance. A craftsman in urgent need of a particular material. The sites replete with this resource are overrun with fiery fiends, and those ill-equipped to defend themselves dare not brave them. Surely even I could be of some use in that regard. But how would a true adventurer present themselves to a potential client? Again, I must request a demonstration, provided you are willing and able. I am much obliged to you, Arntel. The craftsman of whom I speak plies his trade in the southeast of our village. Let us pray he will be amenable to an agreement. I'm so ready for this to have nothing to do with the Allied Society. This is the craftsman. I've appraised him of the situation. So this is the adventurer showing my old friend the ropes, eh? If you're willing to fetch me materials, I'd be more than happy to pay for them. What I need is Nario obsidian. The more, the better. To be clear, it is my trial to undertake. You need only point me in the right direction, and I shall do the rest. Once you are ready to proceed, meet me at at Naryor Gorna. The obsidian I'm after can be found in Naryor Gorna. I'd go there myself, but were it not for those monsters. Oh, shit, good point. Hang on. Hello, friend. Oh, I don't even have the chocobo on this list. I'm gonna drop the Susano one. There we go. Oh shit, also. They're still gonna aggro me, actually. Pick it up. Thank you. Oh, there it is. I shall dutifully observe your every act. Once you've gathered a few pieces of obsidian, would you show them to me? Have you managed to find the obsidian? How captivating! It's ebon luster. These pieces are of superior quality. From watching you, I've learned the importance of carefully inspecting one's surroundings. Now it is time for me to put your teachings to the proof. In the meantime, I ask that you return to Warlar's Echo and tell our client, and let our client know I have this matter well in hand. Worry not, for I shall procure a bounty of obsidian. Please return to the village without me. Welcome back. Judging from Murfler's conspicuous absence, I presume he no longer needs your direct supervision. I beg your pardon? You may not know this, but Naryor Obsidian is of historical importance to the Yukhoi. When our people still ruled the continent, it was valued for the ease with which it could be napped into razor-sharp weaponry, arrows, daggers, and the like. Well, it was our size and strength that enabled us to dominate the other peoples of Tural. Tools like these were indispensable as well. How ironic that once we had subjugated the so-called lesser races, we would so readily avail ourselves of their metalworks instead. Thus was obsidian weaponry rendered a relic of the past, the material relegated to the accoutrements for which our village is now known. Forgive the interruption, I have returned. I hope this will be enough for your purposes. You hope. This is a tremendous amount, and all of exceptional quality, no less. You've brought me a supply that will last for many moons to come. Please, accept this payment as your reward. I've added a little extra as a token of my gratitude. Divide it as you see fit. You have my deepest thanks. Perhaps I was too enthusiastic in my efforts. Well, he did seem appreciative. I realized now it was far more than a craftsman working alone could possibly require. As I doubt he will have need of my services for the foreseeable future, I must seek out other clients if I am to make a living. Yet I am hard-pressed to think of any other prospects in the village. Ah, but of course, this is why you travel, to meet new people and find new opportunities. Then let us move on. This experience too has been enlightening, and besides, I still need to give you your share. Arentel, it has been a delight to learn your trade from you. Rewarding, too, to discover that the mere gathering of stone can be enough to spark joy in others. After today, I can say that aiding others has given me a newfound sense of fulfillment. Alas, opportunities to do so may be lacking here in Warlord's Echo. After I've had some time to put my thoughts in order, I would be honored if you would advise me on my next course of action. Greetings, Arentel. I seek a new venture through which I may use my martial prowess to aid others, but the fact remains I am unlikely to find one in this village. It seems I have no choice but to beg the boon of your wisdom once more. Have any ideas? Perhaps you could look for, or try asking around at another village. That's the best one. Our closest neighbors are the Pelupelu in Wachunopelo. Wait, no. Wachunopelo. Yes, perhaps the little ones would have need of a protector. Come to think of it, there are no few traveling Pelupelu merchants who employ bodyguards to defend them from beasts and bandits. However, I am unaccustomed to dealing with their kind and lack the confidence to approach them, especially given my unfamiliarity with this profession. Therefore, while it pains me to impose upon your goodwill once more, would you be willing to train me in the ways of the bodyguard? If so, I ask that you join me just outside the village, on the path to the Shades of Grief. What's that from? I thank you for joining me. Now, while I am no stranger to battle, I have only ever guarded a sanctum, not an individual. Therefore, I propose that you act as my bodyguard, that I may learn from your example. We will together travel this road to the Shades of Grief. At one time, before the coming of the Sky Rune, it was our ancestral home. I should like to climb to its zenith and get a good look at the surrounding ruins, but be warned, these days it is home to many ravenous beasts. What? What? Oh, this is new. Alright, let's go. Are you following me? Oh fuck, you are. Okay. I see. Surely I can move at full pace. Surely. I'm so glad that my positioning is spot on. Thank you, friend. Behold these forlorn ruins, abandoned for years upon years. There's much I would recount to you, but it is unsafe here. Let us venture instead to the cliffside. You survey the area, but there are no imminent threats as far as you can see. There are a great many elements to consider, maintaining awareness of my client and our surroundings, particularly potential avenues of attack, all while keeping a brisk pace. In contrast, standing watch over a frozen withdrawal was far less complicated. Perhaps you wonder why I chose this place for our destination. Look below. The Pelupelu village is within sight. Our homes were once connected by a mountain road when we were their oppressors. Until Galul Jaja put an end to the practice, we demanded yearly tribute in exchange granted them our protection. The elder Pelupelu have not forgotten. The memory of my kin as towering tyrants haunts them still. Times have changed, and now we treat the Pelupelu as equals. I hope to one day live on in their memories as a gentle guardian. But forgive me, my idle musings are of no moment. Let us return to Warlar's Echo. The hunt. I am in your debt, Arntel. You have helped me explore a potential life's calling as a bodyguard. As a Yokhoi warrior, I have the power to show the Pelupelu that we are not our ancestors, that we can offer them peace and protection as equals, not conquerors. I only hope they will prove amenable. That said, I cannot begin to pursue this goal until such time as I find a client. That search begins now. I'm gonna swap to Dark Knight. Arntel, it is time I formally offered my services, and if it is not too much to ask, I would like you to bear witness. While the Pelupelu who visit Warlar's Echo do so primarily to sell their wares to us, we sometimes see fishers passing through on their way to Karvarhar, the Fist. Regardless of their trade, surely there is at least one who will have need of my protection. Come on, Arntel, let us ask around. Well, that didn't take long. It seems this one is willing to employ me. I take it you're friends with this man. He has offered to be my bodyguard, and, well, I agreed without a moment's hesitation. Truth be told, I've always wanted to hire a Yakui warrior, but was afraid the mere suggestion would cause them to laugh in my face. Nothing would delight me more than to visit Karvar the fist and finish my fill. But the place attracts a lot of mangy monsters. How am I to get any bites if I'm worried about something taking a bite out of me, eh? Oh, I can't wait to see how it goes. Come, let's get to it. I have heard that the unstable energy surrounding the lake seems to attract dangerous plant-like creatures. As this is my first bodyguard mission, would you join me? If I fall short in my duty, I should take comfort in the knowledge that you can defend the fisher in my stead. Oh, same pull. Man, I hope this is related. It's gonna be so funny if this has nothing to do with the Yakui Allied Society. Like, surely this is like the hunt quest thing I had to do for the Mamool Ja, right? I think there was a similar quest line I had to do for the Pelupelu as well. Spooky plant. There you are, Arentel. As you can see, I've already dispatched one threat. It seemed strangely aggressive. Perhaps I'm overthinking it, but caution may be warranted. While the fisher and I lead the way, I ask that you watch our backs. You notice the presence of a marble seedling, yet see no sign of the creature that spawned it. No sign, huh? Help! A cry from the Pelupelu fisherman rings out from the west. The silence which follows bodes ill. Pretty low-key music. I like how it's building. I'm into it. I'm a fan. Anyway. Oh, I didn't even get to do the full fucking combo. Bullshit. Is it safe now? Is the big fellow okay? You good, man? Marbles are scary. This is true. Forgive me, it seems this task was too great for me alone. I sensed the beasts here had been affected by the energy of this place, but did not anticipate that it might also see them grow to such a prodigious size. But that is nothing more than an excuse. I failed. I failed my client and am unfit to be a bodyguard. Right now, don't be ridiculous. You were so committed to protecting me that you didn't have a chance to fight back, that's all. Especially not after that nasty blow you took. As far as I'm concerned, you did exactly as promised. You kept me safe. That's exactly what I would expect from a bodyguard. I suppose it is a matter of perspective. How would you evaluate me, Arentel? No one does a perfect job on their first try. You heard the man. Sure, there's always room for improvement, but overall, it's a passing mark. Now then, with the brute out of commission, we ought to enjoy some peace and quiet for a while, yes? That settles it. I can't afford to let this opportunity slip off the hook. I'm going to fill my bucket while I still can. Even after that harrowing experience, you remain undeterred. You've a strength of will that rivals that of the Yakwoi. Or is it? Or no? It's a hui, isn't it? I don't recall. I did not know that the Pelupelu were such adept fishers. I have much yet to learn. See, what did I tell you? Feast your eyes upon this hearty hull. When it comes to fishing, being able to concentrate makes all the difference, and I owe it to the two of you for standing watch. Now, to drag my bucket back to Warlord's Echo. I'm not... Pretty close, though. Oh, what a delightful day it's been. I see you have returned, Arentel. Though I made a fool of myself, you stepped in to pick up the slack, and for that I must thank you. I shall reflect on this experience and use what I've learned to sharpen my skills. Doubtless it would not inspire much confidence in my future clients were they to see me falter as I did today. That's the spirit, big fellow. You know, most of us grew up hearing the old stories that the Yakwoi are as dangerous as they look, and a people to be feared. But you, my friend, you put your life on the line to protect mine, and that's a story I intend to share with my entire village. They'll see that you folks aren't so scary after all, and if they ever need a gentle giant to protect them, they should ask for Murphyler. Arentel, I know not what twist of fate led you to me, but I am grateful, not just for today, but everything you have done to help me. In hearing that fisherman's words, I realized the true reason I felt compelled to relinquish my post as Temple Guardian. A great honor though it was, deep down I yearned to protect not a place, but the people. The living who have yet to finish their stories and be enshrined in memory. Rest assured, your efforts to teach me will not go to waste. Henceforth, I am Murphyler the Defender, and I will do everything in my power to build a relationship of trust with our good neighbors, the Pelupelu. Wahoo! I would like the money, please. Thank you. I am far from a poor man, but more money on the hoard is always nice. This way, when 8.0 comes out, I can, without hesitation, drop the 7 mil on its sci-fi bike, electrope device. I like everyone freaking out over the glamour storage. I find it entertaining. Deep in my heart of hearts, I hope that they have been silently working on a wardrobe system. It would be cool. Every moment we leave that peddler to his own devices is another opportunity for some unsuspecting traveler to be hoodwinked. We need to figure out where he's been and where he may go next. I'll ask around and watch you know Pello if anyone else has had similar run-ins with disreputable merchants. In the meantime, I'd like you to find the scoundrel and keep him in your sights by whatever means necessary. We can't have him leaving before we've had the chance to settle this matter after all. I suspect he's still in Urkopacha, visiting the markets to use his ill-gotten pel to stock up for his return to Eorzea. Like as not, he's inspecting the stalls at Ikuvlo's Inn. Ask after a Lalafell by the name of Gigimolu, but be discreet. Once you've found him, try to keep him occupied for as long as you can. Again? Ah, well, this is a pleasant surprise to think we would meet again here of all places. You do recognize me, don't you? The merchant you spoke with on the ship to Tuliolal. I neglected to impart my name to you at the time, but I shall happily rectify that now. Gigimolu at your service. Since my arrival on the continent, I must say business has been booming. I'll spare you the details of my most recent transaction, but suffice it to say, I earned quite a handsome sum from a most generous young merchant. Truly makes the lengthy voyage here feel well worth the trouble. All that remains before I return to Eorzea is to purchase some commodities. Alas, ever since I felt the soothing waters of Pelupelu retreat on my skin, I can think of little else. The mere mention of it has stirred my yearning to avail myself of those hot springs once more. It was a pleasure to meet you again, my friend, but I must be going. Farewell. He knows we're onto him. You know, Raban and me go way back, and he has a history of dealing with evil merchants. Oh, it's you again. Did you follow me here? Or perhaps you too have succumbed to the allure of these hot springs. The water is the perfect temperature and the view ravishing. All my worries seem to just melt away. I suppose I've also Kevil to thank for that. He's been the perfect attendant, taking care of my every need. I'm surprised you're still listening to me ramble on. If I didn't know better, I might think you came not to enjoy these springs, but to speak with me. Is growing so suspicious of you. Perhaps it would be best to speak with Kevil instead. What's your story? I journeyed here on guard duty for a merchant who has business in Urkopacha, but his dealings are taking longer than expected. Fine by me, I'll just keep soaking in these waters. Oh, it's Cavally. Oops. Gigimolu truly did such an awful thing. I had no idea. He only recently began to visit these springs. He hired me to take care of odds and ends for him during his sojourns. I took him to be quite the affluent individual, the way he carries himself. My heart goes out to poor Nopli, but as a Pelupelu, I'm quite intrigued by Gigimolu's trading practices. Allow me to explain. Many years ago, we Pelupelu were looked down upon by the other people of Tural, both figuratively and literally, due to our diminutive stature. Chagrined, it is said that our ancestors decided to start wearing masks made in the image of the most powerful Tural Vijral, Veligarmanda, in order to strike fear into the hearts of all who looked upon them. Today, however, the meaning of the masks has changed. After becoming peddlers at the Dawn Servant's suggestion, the masks have come to symbolize fair transactions. Indeed, they are now proof of our reputability. Instead of focusing solely on our own profit, we endeavor to make every trade mutually satisfactory. Countless years of doing so has earned us the respect of those around us, and we now very rarely experience any belittlement. Yet it seems Gigimolu wishes only to fill his own coffers, even at the expense of those with whom he does business. It's a shame. After what he's done, no Turali will wish to barter with him again, no matter what quality of import he has at hand. I will keep a close watch on him from now on. I don't want to see anyone else swindled out of their hard-earned pelf. Though, given his present euphoria, I doubt he'll be doing anything of the sort anytime soon. That said, I'm sure Nopli must be anxious to hear from you. I have matters here well in hand. Why don't you return to him? Don't worry, I won't let him out of my sight. Get fucked. Maybe they'll add the Arkveld as like a 400,000 MGP mount. That'd be kind of cool. Oh shit, lookout point. Yoink. What? You met Gigimolu during your voyage to Tural. What a small world. In any case, thank you for lending your assistance once again, Arndel. It's reassuring to know Kavli will be keeping careful watch of him. As for my investigation here, it seems I'm presently Gigimolu's only victim. But I fear I won't be the last. There's no telling what underhanded tricks he'll use to procure those wares you spoke of, and refuse to let him besmirch all that it means to be a merchant. I have a plan, but I'm going to need your help. I'd like your opinion on something, Arntel. Should word of Gigimolu's underhanded practices, it won't be long before there's not a soul in all of Tural willing to deal with him. How do you feel about that? It serves him right. Indeed, yet I would be disappointed by such a conclusion. After all, we'd lose one of the few merchants who are willing to voyage across the seas to do business with us. If he is to remain a potential trading partner in the years to come, he needs to be made to see the error of his ways. Nah man, other traders will come, it's not worth it. I suspect a few words of warning will do little, however. He needs to be taught a proper lesson, to feel the sting of being swindled for himself. We shall make sure that he does, the Pelupelu way. First, we'll need an alluring piece of merchandise to serve as bait. Hailing from across the salt yourself, I can think of none better suited to finding something that might garner his interest. Have a look around and see what local specialties we have to offer. I should like to know if anything catches your eye. I'm sure there's something here that's certain to entice Gigimolu. It's simply a matter of finding it. Something rare. I can think of nothing better than coffee plants. They'd surely fetch a handsome price, seeing as you most likely can't find them where you're from. Oh, so you can find them there. Well, in that case, I'd like to try your coffee myself. Sorry, I haven't leveled culinary and can't help you there. A local specialty that's on the rarer side. How about the popotos being sold at the distillery? It's one of the few vegetables that can be cultivated at these altitudes. No, we have those too. Oh, you already have popotos aplenty in Eorzea. Huh, well, I'll be. If they're popular across the salt as well, I couldn't be prouder. Like, alpaca wool probably is the best option. If it's for a merchant, they might be interested in our traditional dolls. They're believed to be good luck for business. I carry one around myself, as it so happens. Whether or not someone unaware of its origins and significance will truly appreciate it is another question entirely. So about that alpaca wool blanket, or other alpaca wool merchandise. If you're looking for something out of the ordinary, I'd have to recommend a roll-on bristle hairbrush. They're good to keep the alpacas free of fleas, and they help prevent skin conditions, among other things. And while you'd expect them to turn and spit on anyone tugging on their hair, the alpacas seem to enjoy the grooming. It's a simple way to keep them healthy and happy. People can use the brushes too, obviously. The Ulan bristles help distribute natural scalp oils and strip the hair of leftover dead strands to promote a healthy scalp. It's surprisingly gentle on the skin too, so it's little wonder they've grown so popular. Popotos and coffee plants do not seem like bait enticing enough to draw Gigimolu's interest. The doll and hairbrush, on the other hand, may just be tantalizing enough. Report back to Nopli and inform him of your findings. Brief intermission. Recommend. Ascension 3 open, fair. That's slightly scary. Highland Little. Easy to reclaim. Interesting play. What are you doing? Oh, I shouldn't play Nald there. No, that was... Yep. Uh-oh. I'll take a draw. Your return. I take it you found an item or two of interest. I see. An Ulan bristle hairbrush and one of our traditional dolls. I must admit, whether such a doll would truly be desirable to an outsider is a bit dubious. I think it'd be safest to go with the hairbrush. My thanks for finding suitable bait. Normally, they go for 1 pel in the 10,000s column, but to teach our pernicious peddler a lesson, I'll offer him 1 for 1 pel in the 100,000s column. Lest you worry, I won't actually sell it to him. I'm just giving him a taste of his own medicine. So he can come to understand why a fair and honest deal is so important to be Pelupelu. Most importantly, I wish to convey something to him, merchant to merchant. So, what do you say? Will you lend me your aid? Thank you. Let's give Gigimolu an offer he can't refuse. All that remains is for me to begin my negotiations with Gigimolu. However, even should I approach him, I expect he wouldn't be willing to bend an ear to anything I have to say. But if you, a fellow Eorzean, were to whisper in his ear of a merchant dealing in exotic wares he won't find elsewhere, I dare say his interest will be piqued. I expect he's still soaking in the springs, so try searching for him first at Pelupelu Retreat. I'll join you after procuring a suitable store of hairbrushes. Ah, it is you again. I take it you too are unable to resist the allure of these waters. I see, and you wish to introduce me to this merchant of exotic wares. How thoughtful of you. I'm honestly surprised you remembered that I have yet to find suitable goods to take back to Eorzea. Very well. I shall meet this merchant, but I can hardly sit at the negotiating table in little more than a bathing towel. Pray wait for me below while I make myself presentable. In the following sequence, you'll be tasked with supporting no please negotiations with Gigimolu, as the negotiations may take several minutes, yada yada. Thank you for waiting. Now, where is this merchant you wish to introduce me to? Nopely, I see. So you two were in cahoots. I've come. If you've come to return the corrupted crystals, I'm afraid I do not accept refunds. Didn't darn tell you. I'm here to make you an offer. Make me an offer? I wasn't born yesterday. Whatever it is you're planning, I want nothing to do with it. The Pelupelu strive to bring others happiness through trade. Hogwash, you really expect me to believe I could benefit from another deal with him? This is not only for your benefit, but that of new customers who you're certain to meet in future commercial endeavors. Upon my mask, I swear it. You can swear upon whatever you like. I still won't believe you. The only thing I trust less than your word is your meager eye for quality. Any product selected by your hand is one unworthy of my stalls. I picked it up myself. You selected it. Well, now that changes things. Considering your wealth of experience in both Eorzea and Tural, yours are eyes I can trust. I see. I see. We have your attention. Then, without further ado, allow me to present to you my premium selection of high-quality alpaca hairbrushes. The bristles are firm, yet supple, gentle on the skin, and exceedingly pleasant to the touch. Even the most sensitive alpacas can't get enough of it. Indeed, I dare say these brushes are of unparalleled quality. You already have brushes for livestock in Eorzea. Furthermore, the market for such a commodity would be limited to farmers, all but squandering any chance to profit, and will not purchase a product merely because it is of good quality. What if you could use it on your own hair? must admit, as a merchant, it is important to always make oneself as presentable as possible, yet I'm confused as to why you would ask. Aha, so people could use the brush as well, then may I try it for myself? If it is a quality product for men and women of good taste, then the potential market would expand considerably. Oh my, this is quite lovely. The way the bristles gently caress my scalp. Each stroke gliding through my hair like a gentle breeze, and somehow every strand falls perfectly into place. My hair has never felt so soft and smooth. Yes, consider me interested. I dare say the brushes will sell themselves to those with a like-minded taste for elegance. Now, let us discuss payment. By my estimation, a single brush would be worth roughly 10,000 pel, give or take. Ah, speaking of worth, I forgot to mention one terribly important detail. The brushes are made with the hair of a creature indigenous to Tural, the Ualan. Specimens are painstakingly chosen for each brush by a master craftsman, paying close attention to the beast's age, as well as the texture, thickness, and strength of their hair. I dare say a single brush is worth no less than 2 pel in the 100,000s column. I beg your pardon, 200,000 pel for a brush. You must be out of your mind. I shall take my business elsewhere. Wait, after purchasing the corrupted crystals from you, I'm in urgent need of funds. If you agree not to disclose this to anyone else, I'm willing to sell the brushes to you for half that price. You go so far as to offer them at half their market price. And it certainly comes as no surprise that you lack capital. I may not find a more opportune bargain. Very well, you have yourself a deal. I shall use all the pel I have on hand to purchase as many brushes as you can offer. That is still a 100% markup. Fucking hilarious. To think the man I swindled would offer me such a bargain. The Pelupelu may make for better customers than they do merchants. Now then, let us return to my storeroom in Wachinopello to finalize our transaction. I trust that is fine with you, Gigimolu? Indeed, I shall make a short detour to Ikufulo's Inn to gather my things before joining you. Pray excuse me. Ooh, the negotiations went rather well, if I do say so myself. I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. But now the negotiations can truly begin. We should hurry back to Wachinopello as well. All that remains is the final exchange. Dear Napoli is truly a generous soul. There you are, Arentel. Now that we've all assembled, let's continue our discussion. What is there to discuss? The deal is already agreed upon. All that remains is the exchange of goods. Are you sure? Even if I told you that the actual value of a brush is a single pel in the 10,000s column. What? You deceived me? Oh, no, nothing of the sort. I merely followed your example. I do personally believe that a single brush is worth 2 pel in the 100,000s column. I also urgently need funds after purchasing those crystals. But more importantly, the brushes are of unparalleled quality. To think I would be outfoxed by the man I took for a fool. Yet why tell me its true value now? Had you remained silent, you could have made back all of the money you lost. I find that a strange question. Are we not both merchants? Rather than prey on one another, hoping to make our fortunes in a single exchange, would it not be mutually beneficial for us in the long term to become trade partners? As far as I'm concerned, there's a chance this is a chance I can't afford to let slip away. Foreign merchants who are willing to sail all the way to Tural are few and far between, and I certainly won't have the wherewithal to travel to Eorzea myself anytime soon. After all I've done, you'd ask to be my trade partner. I apply my trade in a city called Ul'dah, where the outspoken rule of business is to deceive or be deceived. To seize what opportunities you can and quickly move on. Long-term profits have ever been the furthest thing from my mind. When I first saw you, Nobly, I could sense your naivete. Thus did I approach you with a mind to exploit it, and pawned my worthless corrupted crystals into your eager hands. At the time, I thought it simply business as usual. And yet I am wholly embarrassed by the thought of it now, that it would use the same play against me for even greater profit, makes it all the more shameful. Nobly, I am truly sorry for deceiving you. I shall return all the money I took from you and make what amends I can for the trouble I've caused. I do not deserve your forgiveness, let alone your partnership, but if you're certain that is the best course. I am, but forget about the money. I'd like you to bring back more of those corrupted crystals. If I can find some use for them, we'll have a product that can be easily sold for a premium, and we can corner the market here in Tural. I'm happy to oblige, but until such time that the crystals become profitable here, I could not proceed in good conscience without a product we can both benefit from. If it pleases you, I'd like to explore our options. This is not realistic. Not realistic. Not only are Lalafels evil in general, but he's a Lalafel merchant, so he's double evil. I couldn't have convinced Gigimolu without your help, Arndel. Together, I believe he and I can bring others happiness through trade, not only in Tural, but Eorzea and beyond. I prepared a small gift for you to show my thanks, though it is hardly enough. I hope this is of some benefit to you during your travels. And if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to find me. Yes, I'll take straight up cash, thanks. Appreciate it. Surely... Yeah, there it is. Brains and brawn, let's go. Actually... I'm gonna go back to Leolal. I am going to take my break now. I'll be gone for like a period of time. I don't plan on doing as much on this break as I generally do, so 10 minutes. If I hit 15 minutes this time, it'll be because I'm waylaid in a discussion, or because swapping servers takes too long. Because I want to get back on Dynamis, because why not? And the only real reason I had for being on Aether is kind of over. So yeah, I shall return. I'm back. Hello? Hi. Now to unlock the Yakhoi. We meet again, Arntel. This occasion calls to mind a question I had been meaning to ask you. You recall the fisher who said he would sing my praises to his people. Rather than wait for his words to bring new clients to me, I want to take the initiative and travel to Pelupelu to sell my services. However, I am aware many Pelupelu are still intimidated by my kind. Wouldn't happen to know any there who could use a bodyguard, one with whom you may have worked before. Nopely. It's an interesting intonation you put on your denial. A merchant named Nopely, you say. Perhaps you could make the journey to watch New Pello and speak to him on my behalf. I don't mean to suggest you will be going alone. I shall descend the cliff and wait for you just outside the village, so as not to cause a disturbance. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. I'm not turning it back on, but... Yeah, the next patch comes out like December though, which is just, oh man, 2 more fucking months. Well, if it isn't Arndel, thanks again for helping me work things out with Gigimolu. As for those corrupted crystals, I've stored them in a warded pot to contain their chaotic energies. The good news is, I think I know just how to put them to use. Right, enough about me. Is there something I can do for you? Murphuler, the Defender. Of course I've heard of him. He's the Yakhoi who saved one of our fishermen, right? Everyone has been talking about it. I would love to make his acquaintance, in fact. I might even have a job for him. How soon can we meet? 5 to 6 minutes. What do you mean he came down the cliff? Wow, those Yahui are something else. In any case, if he's nearby, then now is as good a time as any. Incredible. Not a single scratch on him. I see you have brought your friend. Nopely, was it? Thank you for the introduction. Nopely, I'm told you are a merchant by trade. If you should have need of a bodyguard, I would gladly offer my services. Hi there, Murphuler. You know, I'd heard the rumors, but now that I've seen you in the flesh, I can tell you are every bit as stalwart as they say. This might just be a golden opportunity for us both. You see, I want to make a deal with the folks at Cherwager Sultern. Thing is, the Cherwager are infamous for bullying the weak into buying their salt at outrageous prices. The word no tends to invite vicious neck throttlings, or so I'm strongly intimated. But hey, I like a good challenge, and as long as you have my back, I'm sure I needn't fear for my neck, right? So follow me. With your help, it seems I have already secured another commission, yet I must confess a feeling of unease. The Cherwager cling to the glory of the old days, where the Yakhoi ruled over all. In their eyes, to wield violence and take that which they covet is right and true. Regardless, I shall do whatever it takes to keep Nopely safe. So I was rewatching the end of my Dawn Trail stream, my last one, because I was just curious to line things up, and you know what? I am surprised how wrong I was. So far, there's been very little about the key and its use to travel to other reflections. It's in here a bit, but I was expecting that to be like the main driving force. Granted, extant chance that that's what the upcoming patch in December is going to be about, so I could still end up being right, but I was expecting it to be a way bigger thing. I'm still holding on to my my theory concerning Mercidia, though. We're never going to Mercidia. It's just never going to happen. It is as I feared. I just wanted to barter. What offense is there in that? Greedy tongue, this one has. The divine blessing is not for him. Surrender coin and be gone. By divine blessing, they refer to their salt, and Nopally is in no position to bargain. The best course may be to retreat. You're here to protect and support him. That's right. Fuck him up. I see now. My duty is not only to ensure his safety, but to ensure his success as well. Yes, I know what must be done. I am he who is named Murfiler. Any who lay hands upon this Pelupelu shall suffer the same violence tenfold. Murfiler, the Temple Guardian, slayer of many monsters. His stories all know. And that one is friend to Wuklamat, who bested Vaveli Garmanda on holy ground. Terribly sorry about this. I didn't mean to pressure anyone. Let's see if we can negotiate an agreement, and if not, the three of us will be on our way before you know it. Of course, I wouldn't waste your time if I wasn't confident I could offer something worth your while. As we all know, the flames of Vaveli Garmanda linger on in these parts, yes? Well, I have to imagine all the everlasting fire would have less than desirable effects in your crops and livestock. That's why you are forced to sell your salt at such high prices, right? You have to make a living somehow. But what if I told you could use these corrupted crystals imported from distant Eorzea to solve your woes? These crystals have the ability to change the elemental aspect of natural energies. By constructing a series of converters, you could turn those undying flames into nutrients for the soil, and all sorts of other wonderful things. The possibilities are endless. You offer miracle crystals for salt. Words of gold hide black content. Any merchant who wears this mask is sworn to uphold the peddler's code of honor. We Pelupelu pride ourselves on spreading joy through trade. This little trader protects his reputation with the same ferocity as you who protect the Holy Lands. See his truth and heed his words. Corrupted crystals turn fire to earth, fill soil with life, and Urkapatra with green. False promises all. Little one offers nothing for divine blessing. Be gone. I will trust and trade divine blessing for your crystal. You cannot tell Chiwagar apart, but we met before with Vorporlor. Wuklamat saved me from Mountain Bird. Bird. I remember her and our debt. The trader speaks wisdom, too. He is worthy. My kin, they are slow to change, proud and afraid. But not forever. With time comes truth and proof and trust. Without your guidance, I would have forgotten my duty. Thank you, Arentel. I beg you, get it? For all your many connections forged here in Dural, I never dreamed one of them would be with a Chewagar. Now then, we probably shouldn't wear out our welcome. Let's return to Warlar's Echo. We got the bike. And another job well done, and another I could not have managed without you. That didn't go as well as I'd hoped. I only managed to trade one measly crystal for a fistful of salt. But if we look at the bright side, it was a small yet crucial step towards building a trade relationship with Chewagar Saltern. And to me, that's the biggest, wildest success I could have ever hoped for. Next step. Stock up on all different kinds of corrupted crystals from Gigimolu. Then try my hand at building an elemental converter. I just know I can find a market for these things one way or another. Plus, once the Chewagar see actual results, they're sure to come around. Yes, this is all thanks to you, Arentel, and your seemingly endless cavalcade of acquaintances. Last but certainly not least, I'm grateful you were there to protect me, Murphiler. Meeting them in person was a lot scarier than I thought it would be. And, well, were it not for you, I would have lost my nerve completely. Likewise, I was moved by your impassioned pitch. As a bodyguard, it was an honor to support such noble aspirations. Gah, you're making me blush. Anyway, I dare say I'll have plenty more work to offer you in coming days, assuming you're up for it, of course. Arentel, it was you who gave me the confidence to pursue a new line of work, and for that I will always carry your memory in my heart. I pray you carry mine in yours, wheresoever your journey takes you. Any time now, Oh. That's promising. Oh, wrong one. Blacksmith. Let's go. We did it. It only took us an hour and a half. Give or take. Pretty close, actually. As a traveler from across the salt, greetings. You may call me Far. You seem the type to have friends all along the width and breadth of our continent. Do you by any chance know any particularly skilled artisans? If you could introduce them to me, I would be eternally grateful. You are a deft hand at crafting. Well then, I am in luck. As is all of Warlord's Echo. We are under threat, you see, and require the help of ones such as you to survive. Say no more. A great avalanche has swallowed a place known as Zurgorteth the Open Arm, once home to a sacred altar and its keepers, although thankfully uninhabited at the time. I fear this was no accident. No, this destruction was caused by the snow spirits of Urkopatra. While we Yakhoi lived in harmony with these spirits for generations, they have as late become possessed by an inconsolable rage. None know why, and attempts at reason have only stoked their anger further. There is, however, a way to quell the spirits, a ceremony known as the Pact, which must be performed at the altar which was once so carefully maintained. An old friend taught me this. Yet therein lies our problem. The avalanche swept away much of the altar and its surroundings. We must repair it quickly so the rite can be performed. If we fail, all of Urkopatra may succumb to the spirit's wrath. Oh, goodness, sorry. I like a challenge, but I want to see what I'm working with first. That is to be expected. Very well. Let us visit what little remains. It will help you understand more clearly what is at stake. To the south of Warlord's Echo, you will find stairs leading to the ritual site. The guard at the top will allow us passage up the mountain. Who's that? Who's that? Oh my god! That's cute. Nifty. You came. Good. Before we cross the path, I must ask your name. That Arentel, weren't you? Arentel, wait. Wait, the very same Arentel who felled Valley Garmanda. My apologies, I had no idea I was among one of our saviors. Not that I was doubtful before, but I suddenly feel much better about our chances for success. Come now, our destination is not far. Yikes. Oof. This is what remains of Zurgorteth, the Open Armed. The damage is unlike anything I have ever seen. Even our histories contain few stories of such destruction. That structure at the far end is the Breathless Altar, where the ritual was performed, although to see it now, one could hardly guess what purpose it served. You feel that? Something beyond the usual chill in the air. I can swap to a combat class. I should swap to a we should leave. I am not equipped for this right now. They left, thank goodness. To think they would be so bold. You have seen now the frenzy which grips them, yet they looked almost frightened by you. Have you encountered the spirits before? Yes, actually. Well, beat their fucking ass. You bested them during the feat of proof. Well, I should expect no less from one who defeated a Terral. You are even half as good at crafting as you are at fighting. I believe we are in good hands. Yet even if the spirits are felled, they will be born again when next the snow falls, and they will rage. The pact is the only way we can set things to rights. Yet even if the altar were whole, there are none left who know how the ritual was conducted. Dar Torgor was the final caretaker remaining, and a dear friend of mine. However, before the avalanche buried all this, his body was lost in a tragic accident. Can't even you speak with Dad, goddamn. What little I know of the pact I learned from her. I never encouraged her to speak more of the sacred practice, but now I wish I had. Now I must make up for my lack of curiosity. I will learn how to appease the spirits in Dartorgor's stead. For many years, she was Urkopacha's silent guardian, and I shall take up the mantle she left behind. Now that you have seen the scale of the undertaking before you, I ask you once more, will you join me in rebuilding Zergorte, the open arm? I was fated to meet that spirit again, it seems. Thank you, Arundel. You have given me hope in these dark times. Before we get started on the altar proper, we should first restore the building where Dartorgor lived, so we might have shelter. It was fittingly called Warmth, and she lodged there with the other caretakers. It should make the perfect base from which to conduct our restoration. Now, rest assured, I do not intend for just us to shoulder this burden. We would do well to recruit a few pairs of helping hands. I suppose that will be my first request. Please ask around Warlord's Echo for anyone willing to lend their aid, and I will make what preparations I can for the work ahead. The avalanche caused all that damage, I see. You know, I spoke with Dartorgor once, some years ago now. She said she lived alone in the mountains, and she was the sole keeper of an altar up there. Despite her solitary life, she seemed a bright and kind soul. I was saddened to hear her body was lost when she suffered that terrible fall. I had always hoped she would visit again and tell me more about her unique experiences. Although I only met her the one time, I will not soon forget Dartorgor. To honor her memory, I pledge my aid to Zergoteth, the Open Arms reconstruction. My trade is carpentry, but I am ready and willing to help whatever it is needed. I shall speak with Far to see where I can be of use. Thriller. Well, I didn't expect to see you here. It has been too long since last we met, Arntel. I am come here with no plea to trade, but the people seem unsettled somehow. Ah, the spirits. That explains why we were attacked by a group one snowy day not long ago. We greeted them kindly, as usual, but were assailed with icy magic without warning. I had no choice but to drive them back, or risk Nopli's life, but the incident has been troubling me ever since. They are our neighbors here in Erkapatra, after all, and we've lived in harmony for so long. I take it that's why you are recruiting others to your aid. You never change, do you? Always eager to help those in need. Unfortunately, the life of a merchant demands that we don't rest our feet for too long, but perhaps we can send others your way. Only the best, of course. We promise to share what you told us today with anyone whose ear we can bend. Now, let's be off, Merfiller. You wouldn't happen to have any insight, would you, Gerfiller? Really? Good. You need help rebuilding Zergorta, the Open-Armed. Ah, I know the place. A group of Yakoi lived up there and looked after an altar, right? It was quite the trek, as I recall. They would visit from time to time. I knew there weren't many of them left, but hadn't heard the last of them had gone. Terrible news, but if you're going to rebuild their legacy, you'll need brawn, and I have plenty of that to offer. Spirits have been acting passing strange, it is true. Their usual harmless tricks have become malicious, with merchants and other innocents being attacked unprovoked. Usually they appear on snowy days and invite passersby to frolic under the falling flakes. What could have gotten into them? Regardless, this problem affects all of us in Erkapatra. If repairing the altar will help, then my supply of masonry is at your disposal. It seems the others have already crossed into the valley. I'll go soon as well, after I discuss a few matters with Fahar. You did well, Arntel. I think we have a dependable crew to get started with. Vujarger here seems especially eager to pitch in. If I may, Fahar, I can do much more than shovel snow and haul stones. I'm willing to assist in planning and reconstruction from start to finish. With you in charge of the larger picture, I can assign people to work where it is needed most. Having overseen many projects of this scale, I believe this to be the surest path to completion. You would do all that. Then I would be grateful to accept your help, Vujarger. You are most welcome to it. Now, before we get started, do you happen to know where Dartorgor's living sepulchre can be found? Upon it must be engraved stories of her life and work. It may shed some light on the mysteries of the snow spirits in the pact itself. It was likely erected near the altar, but if so, then it too may have been buried in the avalanche. I see. Well then, since the snow must be cleared away anyways, we can search for the sepulchre in the meantime. We will find it, I'm certain. Werfertar. Ah, there you are. You're the ones rebuilding the altar, right? Nopli told me you needed more help. And I saw how fearlessly he wheeled and dealed with a chairwugger. I knew I had to become his pupil and trade, and so here I am. Consider me Nopli's eyes and ears. If you need someone to make deals with other merchants or procure supplies, then leave it to me. I know Nopli has been making a name for himself as of late. If he vouches for you, then welcome aboard. This project is off to a better start than I ever imagined. We have all the help we need and then some. So now is as good a time as any for the hands of Zergorte to rebuild warmth. Speak to me when you're ready to use those expert skills I recruited you for, Arendelle. Oh. Alright, now, first things first, restoration of our soon-to-be living quarters. The heavy lifting and building can be left to us Yakhoi, while you craft these supplies we need for some of the finishing touches. If we are to live among these frozen peaks, we require flooring which will insulate us from the cold. The space is large, so we'll need a few boxes worth. Can I count on you for that? Here should be everything you require for the task. But if by chance you run out, Warfertar will provide you with more. I have not touched a crafting class since a few months before Dawntrail came out. So, while you do that, I shall assign tasks to the others. Let us get to work then. Okay. Easy. Hang on. What? Woodworking, smithing. Oh, smithing. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Only 35. Alright. So... That increases efficiency. That increases... This makes... Wait, no, touch increases quality, and... So, and this increases inner quiet. And I have no idea what inner quiet does anymore. So I want to use... Waste Not 2. Shit, fuck. Okay, well, it's too late. So standard touch. Oh no. I'm gonna use manipulation, and then where's the one that boosts? What does this do? Okay, that's not what I want. This, and then I'll do careful synthesis. Again. Okay, that's not terrible. No better way to relearn, right? Muscle memory. And I'll use this. And I'll use this. And I'll use this. Right. Muscle memory. Waste not. Manipulation. Great strides. Should have used this. Alright. Cool. Relearning how to craft. Very fun. Hello, Arentel. How goes the crafting? Stressful. I did it, though. Aha! I see your skills were no mere boast. Excellent work. Now, thanks to you, Warmth will be a place worthy of its name. Please feel free to rest a while. We will take it from here. Why, everyone works so eagerly, as if they have forgotten entirely the biting cold without. The sight truly speaks to the quality of your contribution. The road ahead of us is long, but I am glad we have taken our first step upon it together. I hope you will continue to lend us your expertise. Let's give the thumbs up emote. Are you watching Dartorgor? I promise you that soon the spirits and Yokoi will live in peace and peaceful harmony once again. The collapsed living quarters have been repaired, marking the beginning of Zergortel the Open Arms restoration. Yet the snow spirits must still be appeased. Only by continuing their work can her and her crafters quell the spirit's rage and bring peace to the mountains. Wahoo! Goodness gracious. Hello, friend. I am not doing this right now. Lamau. What do you do? What do you have? Show me what you got. Nifty. Oh yeah, some of these are actually gonna be better. No, my fucking indicator gear. This is one of the ones I maxed out too. I'm in best in slot crafting gear. Anyway, alright. Yakui unlocked. Thank fuck. Next stop, we got Pelupelu quests. Everybody's in Dark Knight, actually. Alright, that's Doc Poga. Away we go. I will work on this probably. There it is. Hello. Did you hear? Business is booming at the Trelly Travel Agency. Thanks to you and the Hanu, we've been seeing stellar sales. And our new policies and training are all paying off. Not a single one of our customers has been accosted by fiends. Needless to say, they find the presence of their guides turned protectors thoroughly reassuring. Still, a few issues have come to light. First and foremost, our reach. So far, our tours have been limited to downstream Kozamauka, but many guests have expressed a desire to see the region's upper reaches. With that in mind, I contacted Mablu and asked her to gauge how receptive the Moblins might be to the whole tourist concept. We are about to hold a meeting to discuss the matter, and I'd love to have you join us. When you're ready, head to Elder Zanuhali's residence in Akanu. There you are. The meeting will be held on the second floor. Earthenshire's Ready Rock will be joining us. I look forward to hearing about the Potsworn's position on tourists coming to visit. Mablu seemed to think the artisans were enthused. Still, I can't help but feel nervous. What an honor this is. Red Rock, Pelupelu, and Arentel himself. Thank you for coming. Red Rock didn't know you were involved in Lucky Tour busy deals. How delightful it is to meet again. The peddler mentioned your proposal to bring tourists to Earthenshire, and we should be glad to welcome them with open arms. The Potsworn were very supportive too. That's fantastic, thank you. Though I have to ask, what if our customers distract your artisans from their work? I'd hate for this arrangement to negatively impact Earthenshire's trade. No need for worry frowns. Many Potsworn themselves think contact with outsiders will provide fresh inspiration. We are happy to guide walk visitors too. Until recently, many help hands were recovering from hurty feels. But the situation has greatly improved. Besides, it will bring more opportunities to sell crafty goods. Mobbies will make sure the Potsworn can keep working unhindered, even during the Lucky Tours. It should indeed. Our wares are proving popular with visitors to Akanu, and the proceeds have enriched the community. Everyone stands to benefit. It fills me with joy to hear stories of happiness spread through trade. Red Rock does have one question. The Great Stairs are still impassable as repairs are ongoing. So how will visitors reach Earthenshire? Pelupelu and I have discussed the matter at length. We'll send them over on flying punities. I don't know how to respond to that. Wait, they fly now? Wait a minute, was actually they fly now? Wait a minute. Damn it, fuck. Should have clicked that, oh well. A handful of punity barges ply the waters between upstream Kozamauka and Tliolal, but there's no direct route to the downstream region. The massive waterfall that lies between complicates matters. Traveling by boat, you have to head downstream, then join Ik, Huya, Katumu, and double back. It's quite convoluted. But there is an alternative, though seldom used since the flight of we wingless was built. We Hanu once imbued punities with the gift of flight, enabling them to transport passengers over the falls. The method requires vast quantities of reeds, hence why we were unable to employ it during the Rite of Succession. But this might be the perfect occasion to revive the old ways. Quick jump between Earthenshire and downstream Kozamauka. Red Rock likes the sound of that. Of course, we'll need staff well-versed in punity care, which is why I've already reached out to some beastkeepers. Part of me balks at the idea of spending all that pel. But my inner abacus assures me that this is yet another worthwhile investment. There isn't a moment to lose. It's time to make airborne punity travel a reality once more. I couldn't stand the idea of leaving all the work to our special advisor, so I came along to help. The others should be here shortly. I'm glad our plans for expansion look set to succeed. For their cooperation, I'll see to it that our Moblin and Hanu partners get their fair share of the profits. But let's first ensure that there will be additional profits to share in the first place. We'll need a large effigy to channel our wind magics into the punities, and for that we will need plenty of reeds, not to mention reams of cloth stitched with aether-enriched flight feathers. But you can leave preparations for the latter to us Hanu. I have business in the capital, so I'll procure the punities. Come to think of it, I'll have to commission Wook-Ivu to build an enclosure for them too. Which leaves the reeds. I realize this is going to work on Intel, but permit me to entrust the harvest to you. Speak with Gonahanu in the fields of gold. He'll point you in the right direction. Anyhow, I must be off. Let's reconvene later. Well met. Zanuhali said you require some reeds. The plants nearby are ready to harvest. Feel free to take as much as you need. After all, we have you and your friends to thank for the bumper crop. You know, these days we get plenty of visitors to the fields. Some even ask to help with the harvest. It's a joy to see, that's for sure. Anyway, it won't be long until the next Ihihana. I hope you can join us again. Sorry, I should let you get to work instead of talking your ear off. Once you have what you need, deliver the reeds to Lanuhali in Kozanukai. Hello there. I hear you might have some reads for me. I wasn't expecting such a haul. Thank you. Together with the reeds my fellow Hanu have collected, we should have enough to construct the effigy. The first step will be to dry the reeds. With a little help from our wind magics, once the effigy itself is complete, all that will be left to do is swaddle it in special cloth. You needn't worry about the details, though. We'll see to the rest. Return to the travel agency in case they have need of you there. Ah, there you are. I just got back myself. The Beastkeepers are on their way, with the Punities as we speak. Once the creatures are capable of flight, it'll be a quick hop to Earthenshire. I'm planning to offer bespoke tours for customers wishing to purchase pot-sworn crafts straight from the source. Thankfully, Wook Ivu agreed to help on the enclosure. Once the effigy is finished, we'll just need to wait for Zanuhali to arrive. And that peaked the fuck out of my mic. Damn. Divine wind lay claim to the effigy. Grant these water-bound beasts the gift of flight. Oh shit, it's Bismarck. Wait, no. It's a punity. What, huh? And. Hello, friends. Thanks to the efforts of all involved, the Torelli Travel Agency is now replete with its own punity enclosure and wind effigy. With the aid of the flight-imbued aquatic creatures, visitors may now experience the upper reaches of Kozama Uka. Yet, as the agency continues to broaden its horizons, it will need you to ensure that business keeps pace. Wahoo! Oh boy, what can I trade? Zero combat also. What do you got? Wind up Pelu? I can already get the fucking punity? Well, fuck it, why not? That was fast. Well then. I'll take it. Not my favorite mount, but I can see it being someone's. Alright, next stop. Here. And then here. Nope, I'm wrong. Incorrect. Fuck. Shit. Here and then here. And then I will, you know, it's, I've been doing, botanist. Because botanist just makes the most sense for the area. Oh, look at him fly! Look at the little guy! The next branch bearers have settled in nicely. Sorry, the branch bearers. Those pesky bugs are gone, and our next harvest is well on its way. Only local beasts have been encroaching upon Gokgolma recently, threatening our workers and trampling our crops. We've taken immediate action, of course. I asked Gotoja if he could develop some kind of repellent, like the two of you once did for the wild weaver use. I was just about to go and pick up the prototype. So since you're here, why don't you come along? Gotolja has been of incredible help. Not only does he manufacture our gardening equipment, he also fashions research tools for Engir. Arndel, now this is a pleasant surprise. You look well. I reworked the old smoke bombs into traps that issue smoke for an extended period, allowing ample time for our farmers to flee if necessary. But these are only a stopgap. Able-bodied fighters patrolling the area would do a far better job for security, if you ask me. That may be so, but we can't spare any of our workers. We may have to try recruiting Mamool Ja who moved to Tuliyola like me. Since you've got a knack for convincing people, I'd like you to join me. My first stop will be Exaltation, so stop by when you have a moment. Off he goes. He's always been earnest, that one. It's just a matter of conveying his thoughts coherently to others. Not me trying to teleport. Wow. Right. This is probably the closest waypoint. I'm relieved to see you held it whole. When you said you were returning to Mamook, I didn't know what to think. Ah, you're here. I was just catching up with an old friend. In fact, he was kind enough to direct me to Mamool Ja, a fellow expatriate from Mamook. Normally, Mamool Ja works as a bodyguard, but as luck would have it, he's relaxing by Dawn Ripple this morning. Let's go find him. Mamool Ja should be somewhere near Dawn Ripple. Take care of Mamool Ja, won't you? This is Mamool Ja, one of the finest fighters I know. I hope he'll hear us out. Well, aren't I popular today? Wait, I know you. You're the Dawn Servant's right-hand man. Even you, Mamool Ja? I had no idea Arntel was such a celebrity. Celebrity that doesn't begin to describe it, at least not among us mercenary types. To become a fighter like our intel friend, recognized by the vow of resolve herself, is a dream of no few of us. So, to what do I owe this honor, Mamool Ja? I thought you'd gone back to Mamool. I have, and I want you to return with me. It's a funny joke, haha! Don't take this the wrong way, but even if Mamool has changed, I still prefer the freedom of Tuliolal to that dismal forest. Besides which, you can eat here, truly eat. Nanjul just doesn't compare to what the city can offer. But that's the whole point. We have more vegetables than ever, and we're still planning to add more. We're talking about Mamool, yes? Aren't we? Even got funny birds. Did you mention the granary? Oh, that's right. He doesn't know yet. Let me explain. Well, color me impressed. A Mamool that not only grows something other than Nanjul, but works with outsiders to do so. Exactly. We need to protect what we've worked so hard to build. Won't you help us? First, fine. Since you're this invested, I'll go and give it a look. But if I'm forced to eat even a single Nanjul, I'm out of there. Fair enough. Gok Golma is a sight to behold, though. You won't regret this. We have an bodyguard. Let's go. Incorrect. Oh. I'm losing it. Not me trying to access the fucking Aethernet for a fucking world map. Or a fucking, non-city map? That works. Some of our crops are still young, but to have this much variety thriving so vigorously is a wellspring of hope. Like gods, there isn't a Nanjul in sight. Now I understand your excitement. This is an unprecedented achievement for Mamool, isn't it? We need to shore up our defenses, and that's where you come in. What do your eyes see that mine don't? A weak fence for starters. You have supplies and tools to reinforce them, I hope. The tools I'll take care of, and our intel is as good a gatherer as you'll find. Any supplies we need, he'll procure. This is true. Then I'd have you bring us supple ivy for the new barriers. You should be able to find some around ankle deep. We'll apprise Angir of our plan. Once you have these supplies, you can deliver them directly to her. We're counting on you. This is still probably my favorite zone in the entire expansion, honestly. Shaloni has the best music, and this is just very pretty. What horrific things can I do to make this better? No. Yes. Yoink. Damn. Oh, I should have grabbed the... whatever. Should have grabbed the crystals. What a shame. What? Split. Welcome back. I understand we're reinforcing our fences. Lovely. I believe that this is precisely what Mamool Ja described. I hope a sturdy wall will solve our problems. I'm surprised by how many of Mamool Ja's associates hearken to his call. Thanks to their patrols, our granary feels safer than ever. Beasts should no longer trouble us, and come harvest time, we should have more than enough people to lend a hand. I'll admit, the glow of our yield surprised me at first, but closer inspection revealed that these plants mirror Nanjul in their reaction to the etheric environment. Their appearance has no negative effect on nutrients nor palatability. More Mamool Ja expatriates have now gathered in Gok Golma to protect its precious bounty. Given the regularity of harvests, a space has been allocated for trade of fresh produce. This can only bode well for the Mamool Ja in their dietary repertoire. Wahoo! I'm respected. That's a new feeling. What do you got? Thank you for coming with me to convince Mamool Ja. I have higher hopes than ever. Now that we have more manpower, I'll have to think up what else can be done for the granary. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What can I get? I can get the branch bearer horn too. Shit. Fuck yeah, I'll take that. I actually like the Home at Heart song better than the Pelupelu ones. I may unironically grab that from my house. It doesn't fit like the auditory aesthetic of my house though. So it's like, eh. Like there isn't a ton of music like in that space that's easy to find at least. That's easy to find at least. Oh my god. At one point I'd love to get the Nautilus Knoweth, but that is pure fucking suffering, dude. For me at least, right? There's like 600 fates or more. It's crazy. You gotta max out the shared fate in every Endwalker map. It's just, oh my god. Anyway, I think that is everything I wanted to get done today. I got through the Monster Hunter event a little faster than I was expecting. I thought that'd take me at least an hour and a half. I got through the Yakhui Society quest, unlocking it, the prerequisites to unlock it, and the first quest for it. And I did both of my Alliances Societies for the Pelupelu and the Mamool Ja. So I'm pretty satisfied. I might stream tomorrow, and if I do, we will probably... Let me look at my funny little list. Oh man, what jobs do we have? Oh, I have to cross off Summoner. We finished Summoner. What should we do next? Excuse me, I have to grab my phone. I should remake my list as well. Let's see. So Summoner is Gonzo. I could do Thaumaturge, but I don't think I have that in me right now. Out of curiosity, does Thaumaturge... Oh, that's the wrong button. Hang on. Nope. We're almost there. There it is. Does Thaumaturge... Thaumaturge... Okay, so Thaumaturge is an easy one. I think... Archer's an easy one. Hang on a minute. Oh, Ninja's done. I never crossed off Ninja. Shit. Dragoo... Yeah, Lancer doesn't have anything on them. But I'm doing Lancer last, like, no matter what. Huge list is also clear. It's just the... Never done Arcanist. Here's Scholar. Scholar's an option. Might do Scholar. Or you know what, I really just... I'm very tempted to just kind of say fuck it a little bit. And just, like, gun down all the Dawn Trail role quests. Just like, I'm done waiting. I want my Burger King crown back. I've been a very good boy. It's my birthday. No, like, you know, just like, just to get Mentor back. If only because it allows me to give the Mentor XP bonus to new players I encounter. But I think I'll go off whatever vibe I have when next I stream. I think there's a good chance it'll be Scholar, just because I have Summoner done. You know, it's like, I may as well get, you know, Arcanist fully wrapped up. But, yeah, we'll see. But, I want to thank anyone for stopping by who did. I really appreciate anyone who gives me the time of day. And until I stream again, have a good one, all.